Good day. Today we're talking about the TFSA versus RRSP debate. Which one for you? I'm Rob Tatro, head of the Tatro Wealth Advisor Group from robtatro.com and portfolio manager here at Canaccord Genuity Wealth Management. Take a second, please. If you like what we're putting out here, subscribe to our videos. Click on the link below and make sure you comment if you see something you'd like to share with us. We always appreciate your comments. The TFSA versus RRSP debate really only started in 2009 when the TFSAs came into existence. Back then, the government allowed a $5,000 annual contribution and allowed you to do that every year. You could also go back. So you can always go back every single year for your TFSA contribution. So every year that you are an adult, you are accumulating room. Whether you use it or not, you will have that room next year, the year after, or until the government decides to change those regulations. Now, if you decide to withdraw from a TFSA, just some basic rules here, you decide to withdraw money from a TFSA, so you pull the money out on March 5th. Well, the following year, on January 1st, you regain all of that contribution room back, plus your new contribution room for the following year. So just some rules that you need to consider. Now remember, you do not get a taxable benefit of any kind when contributing to a TFSA. You simply get the complete tax-free growth, meaning dividends, interest income, capital gains, all of them are tax-free for life. The idea with the TFSA is you are setting up a liquid investment account that is producing tax-free income. So this is very useful at retirement or very useful for your interest-bearing instruments. They could make a ton of sense inside of the TFSA. Now the RRSP, most people know how that works, but if you don't, you make a contribution to your RRSP account. It effectively reduces your taxable income by that amount in the calendar year which you made the contribution. So the RRSP allows you to reduce your income. So if you're in a high marginal tax rate, that allows you to make a contribution and effectively get a ton of that money back via tax refund, or at least reduce your tax burden. So let's take a look at a couple scenarios and figure out who's for you. People always ask me, TFSA or RRSP, Rob, which one do I do? Well, the problem is there is no easy answer because every single human being in Canada is different. Now the factors that matter, the most important ones are income. Obviously, the higher your income, the better your likelihood is of making an RRSP contribution versus a TFSA. Your age is very, very important. The younger you are, the longer you have to defer your eventual income when you pull out your RRSP, because when you do pull out your RRSP in retirement, so you must convert your RRSP when you're 71 to a RIF, but when you do withdraw that income, it is fully taxable as income. Not the gains, not the income, the entire amount that you withdraw of an RRSP is taxable at retirement. So that's one factor to consider. So if you're young, you have a long window in order to get some tax-free growth in your RRSP, and you don't need to worry about paying the piper until much, much later in life. Speaking of paying the piper, at retirement, what is expected to be your income and your tax rate? Those are two huge factors that will basically impact whether or not you're making RRSP or TFSA contributions. Your marital status, are you able to benefit from a pension offset or a pension splitting of any kind through your RIF? Your liquidity needs, are you an entrepreneur, a young business owner, or maybe an old business owner, but you definitely want to have some capital because you want to invest in projects, or maybe you want to invest in real estate, or you need to have a nugget of liquid cash. So all of those factors, so liquidity needs, age, income at retirement, investment horizon, marital status, all of those impact your desire or want or need to contribute to your RRSP or TFSA. General rule of thumbs, and then we'll take a look at a couple situations. General rule of thumb, higher your income, more likely you are to make an RRSP contribution. Higher your liquidity need, more likely you are to make a TFSA contribution. Closer to retirement, more likely you are to make a TFSA contribution. And this is a big one. If you're expected to have no difference in your retirement age income and your working age income, in other words, a pension or other income from sources that you expect to continue, then the RRSP contribution makes slightly less sense and it's less of an advantage to you because you're paying tax today and you're going to pay a high tax rate when you pull it out. So the only gain there is the deferral time for your RRSP contribution. Now let's take a look at a couple scenarios. One, let's say you got a young couple making 30 grand each per year. a big potential future earning. They got, they're able to save about $10,000-12,000 per year. They should for now focus on a TFSA contribution. All right, young couple entrepreneur, they may need the liquidity. They put both of that, they max their contributions in their TFSA. They now have access to that capital. If their income increases next year or the year after to a significant number, 50, 60, 70, 80,000, they can then withdraw it from the TFSA, contribute it to the RRSP and get the deduction. Meanwhile, they got the tax-free growth in the TFSA for all those years. Another scenario, let's take a look at a 50-year-old professional couple, doctor, lawyer, let's call them. They're both making 250 grand. They're early 50s. They should definitely focus their expendable capital, their spare capital on the RRSP contribution. They have, 15, 20 years before they need to draw on that income. Top tax bracket. They're going to get a significant tax deduction by contributing to their RRSP. They get to then use that capital to do whatever they want with it. They effectively get a tax refund for 50 cents on the dollar of their RRSP contribution. They get to contribute up to 18% of their income. So it's a big, big contribution that they can make, and they can immediately benefit from that by having cash in their pocket. So again, folks, I recognize there's a lot of different scenarios. We ran through 2 quick ones there for you. We gave you the pros and cons of some of the factors that matter. Please make sure to subscribe. Please make sure to like. Please make sure to comment. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Rob Tatro from robtatro.com, head of the Tatro Wealth Advisor Group here at Canaccord Genuity Wealth Management. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.